Hey guys, it's Rachel from Cypress Textiles here with our Joshua Tree square from the Vibrant Vintage Reboot 2018. And I'm using today Shape Just Soft Fun. And this is color 2431. To start our square, we're going to do a slip knot, chain 3, and then slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. All right, and in our ring, we're going to do something that's like the beginning of a granny square. We're going to make a beginning DC, which is a single crochet, chain 1, and then chain 3 more for the corner. Then we're going to make 3 double crochets, and that's our repeat. Okay, so here's what my my first round looks like. I've got my 2 DC here, and I'm ready to join into the beginning DC. Okay, so just make sure that when you insert your hook for the slip stitch, you only grab that front loop, if I can get it, before putting your hook through the chain space. There we go. Then put your hook through the chain space, and I'm going to go ahead and work over my tail still. So I'm going to bring that tail up when I make my slip stitch. Even if I don't work over it, I'll still have it there ready to weave in. Okay, so our next move is going to be to make a slip stitch in the first chain for the next round. All right, and now we're going to make some chain spaces. So I'm going to make a single crochet, chain 5, and then single crochet in the same corner space, chain 5. All right, and that's our repeat actually. It's going to be single crochet, chain 5, single crochet in the same chain space, chain 5, and then we're right back again to our single crochet. Okay, so now I'm here with 5 chains on my hook, and I'm ready to join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. All right, so this is what our round 2 looks like. You've got 4 chain loops at the corner and 4 chain loops going across our 3 double crochets. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch into the first chain of the round, and then I'm going to go into making a beginning 3DC cluster. So I've got my single crochet already. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to make what is a 2DC cluster. So I'm going to yarn over. So I'm going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert the hook, and pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through 2 loops on the hook. So now I've got 3 loops here, yarn over, and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. And that's my beginning 3DC cluster there. So now I'll chain 3, and I'm going to do 2 more 3DC clusters in this corner here. Okay, so now I've made a 3DC cluster, a full one. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Chain 3, okay, so yarn over and insert the hook, pull up a loop, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. So now we've got a loop left behind, and we're going to do that 2 more times, leaving a loop behind each time. So now we've got 4 loops on the hook because this is a full 3DC cluster. Now I'll yarn over and draw the yarn through all 4 loops. Okay, and that's going to be my corner. 3 3DC clusters with chain 3 in between. Now I'll chain 3 again. And I'm going to, in this next chain space, I'm going to just work a 3DC cluster, just 1. Okay, there's my cluster, chain 3. And now we're ready for our corner. So we'll make our first 3DC cluster. Okay, and that's our repeat. Alrighty, so here's how my round looks, and I'm ready to join. I've got a chain 3 on my hook now, and I'll show you how I join a cluster. So we're going to go through the loops that we used to make our cluster with, and those are the 3 loops I'm going to stick my hook through before I go into the chain space to make my slip stitch. And then your slip stitch lies in flush with those 3 loops, and it kind of just blends in. And it also gets us in a position where we're ready to work into our next chain space, which is what we want. So I'm going to make 3 single crochet in that chain space, and then I'm going to chain 3. That's for our corner. 3 single crochets in the next chain space as well. Okay, another 3 singles. All right, and all these 4 chain spaces here are going to get 3 single crochets each. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chain spaces with 3 singles each, and we're going to make a chain 3 for our corner and go ahead and work in that manner all the way around the square till we get to the beginning. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, so I've gone all around my square with my single crochets, and that really helps it square it up. I'm ready to join my round here, so I'm going to go ahead and join with a slip stitch to the first single. All right, and into the next stitch is where we're going to make our first stitch for the next round. So we're going to make a single crochet and then chain 2, and then single crochet into the corner chain 3 this time, because we're in the corner. We're going to chain 3, single crochet in the same corner, and then chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, chain 2, skip 2, single, chain 2. Okay, and this is our center chain space, so we're going to chain 5 on this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 2, single crochet. Now back to chain 2, skip 2, single, chain 2, and we're at the corner. So single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. All right, I'm going to go over that repeat just one more time, and then I'm going to work around and show you guys. So we've got single, chain 3, single in the corner, chain 2, skip 1, single, chain 2, skip 2, single, chain 5, skip 2, single, chain 2, skip 2, single, chain 2, and then in the corner you've got single, chain 3, single again. Okay, so we're going to work that way around until we get to the beginning, and we're ready to join. So I'm at the beginning now, and I'm going to go ahead. I've got my 2 chains on the hook, and I'm going to slip stitch, join into the first single of the round, and now I'm ready for my second to last round, which is basically a DC round, but we're going to do something a little cool right here. So first, into this chain space here, we're going to make a beginning DC, go straight to making a beginning DC. Okay, single crochet, chain 1, then another DC. Okay, and one more. So you're going to have 3 doubles, a beginning DC and 2 doubles in this stitch here, in this chain space. And then our corner is going to be 2 double crochets, chain 3, and 2 double crochet. Okay, 2 DC, chain 3, 2 DC. That's our corner. All right, work 3 doubles into the next chain space. 3. Okay. And in the next chain space as well, 3 doubles. All right, so this is what we got so far. So in this larger chain space here, we're going to work 3 single crochets. 1, 2, kind of at the top of that chain space. And when I work the next, in the next chain space, I'm going to make my 3 double crochets again. and then I'll show you what it looks like there. 3. Okay, next chain space again, 3 doubles. All right, and in the corner, 2 doubles, chain 3, and 2 doubles. All right, so this is what our side is going to look like here. We've got 2 DC, chain 3, 2 DC, 3 doubles again in the next chain space, and then in this chain 5 space I've got 3 single crochets, I'm sorry. All right, and then we're going straight into our 3 doubles again. 2 sets of 3 doubles, and then 2 DC, chain 3, 2 DC. Okay, so now you can kind of see what that round looks like, and we're ready to join our round. I've got my DC on the hook here, so I'm ready to join into this beginning DC and make my slip stitch. Now that is pretty much the end. Now all we're gonna do is make our round of single crochet. So I'm just going to make single crochet in all of my stitches around, and when I'm at my corners I'm gonna make 3 single crochets in the corner. All right, and since that's such an easy repeat, I'm just going to go ahead and finish that, and then I will see you guys after I join this round. Okay, alrighty you guys, so my square is finished. I've joined my round, and I'm ready to weave my tail. So I'll do that really quick. I'm going to go with my hook back to front through the stitch to the left of the joining stitch and grab my tail, bring it to the back. Then I'm going to go back to front through the back loop only, starting with the stitch to the right of a joining stitch, and then in each of the next stitches through a back loop only. I split my tail, but that's okay. Just go in again and pull it through. All right, and I'm just going to make sure I get both of the pieces of the tail that I split. That's totally fine. All right, back to front through back loop only, drag that tail to the back until the tail is all the way gone. So now our square is done. This is the Joshua Tree square from our Vibrant Vintage Crochet Along 2018, and I hope you enjoy the square, you guys. Happy crafting, y'all. See you for the next one.